What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, Serenity Soul Invictus. So my apologies, you guys, if I take a little longer than usual to upload. I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. So much love and big ups to all of you, all of my new subscribers. Everybody, love you guys so much. I love you for joining the family here, the Spirit Tribe. You know how we do it. And so today I just wanted to talk about a quick subject, something that I think we don't discuss often enough. We have such huge standards. The topic, I guess I'm going to call it, is, females with high expectations and low standards. And so those two things don't go together. And so I wanted to just talk about this because I'm seeing a lot of hypocrite shit going on around me, and it's very disturbing. So I'm like, wonder what my spirit tribe thinks about this. So at any point, whenever you feel the urge to, if I say something that you actually are resonating with, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Hit the damn bell. Hit that subscribe square and hit the damn bell on the side. All right, that's the only way, and it doesn't take anything off of you. We're just growing the spirit tribe one subscription at a time. But yeah, leave your feedback below. Let me know how you feel on this subject, and let's just get into it. So as I was saying before, I hope you're not one of those people who have lots of talk and no standards at the end of the day. So what do I mean by that? I'm talking about the females, like, okay, generally when you think about this, just what you're complaining about most in your relationship is usually what you are settling for and have been settling for forever and ever. Think about that now. Because when I think about my relationship, a lot of the things that irk me the most are the things, when I think back on it and I'm angry, I'm not angry at him. I'm angry at myself because I know those are the things that I have allowed. Those are the things that I have settled for. And so in order to move forward, in order to live up to your standards, you're going to have to stop settling for certain things, sis. You're going to have to, bring it, okay? I'm going to close the door. Yeah, I just closed the door because if they wanted to hear this content, they're going to have to join the fam. So anyways, like I was saying, the things that you settle for, the things that you are annoyed by most are the things you've been settling for the longest. We sit around and we observe other people's relationships. We observe our friends' relationships, our co-workers. We look at the people on TV, celebrities, all of this kind of stuff, and wonder like, oh my gosh, like they have such a great relationship. I wonder how I can have a great relationship as well. Or do not compare yourself to these people. You're unique. Your partner's unique, as well as your relationship come together is unique. It's never going to be a copy of someone else's partnership. So it's number one, take that out of your mind. Be yourself, be true to yourself and your standards. Then we have these long list of stuff that we want from a man, as a woman, as a female. This long list. We want him to be tall. We want him to be godly. We want him to be handsome. We want him to make money. We want him to love family and love children. We want him to have a sense of humor, be educated, be fit and in shape. The list goes on and on and on and on and on, which is great. Those are the standards. But then at the same time, first and foremost, what are you bringing to the table? That's what you need to ask yourself. What am I bringing to the table? Like, if I find a man who fits this criteria, who checks all of these things off, what do I have to offer him? And let that be your guide. Let that be the impetus that pushes you to actually start leveling up your own self. Because at the end of the day, if you get a life of your own, nobody can hurt you. No man can hurt you. Okay? Learn to become self-sufficient and independent. Learn to hold your own. That's very important. And that's where it comes in with the standards, with having all the talk and no standards. Usually they don't have the standards. They don't follow through with the standards they have for themselves because they are not an equal match. They're not leveling up themselves. So start busying yourself not only with trying to make money, self-development, ladies, self-development. Get your life. get out there, do some stuff, learn a new language, like, learn how to sew, learn how to cook, do some other things that are going to actually improve your life. Whether you are with someone or not, you'll be happy with yourself more. Okay? Then, like I said, about being productive, that's another part I want to touch on. It's about actually belittling other people, because when we compare ourselves, when we look at other people's relationships, when we watch them, we start to judge, we start to actually belittle them. We're like, oh, well, she only has him because, she went to the States and got that Brazilian flicking butt lift, like, or whatever. Like, we come up with all kinds of justifications, because why? We're feeling inadequate. We feel like, oh my gosh, like, what does she have to capture such a good guy? Like, how does she maintain a relationship for that long? Like I said before in a video, there was a female who asked me about my husband. Like, my husband is far from rich, at least at the moment. Okay. We are not like living like flipping, the Carters. We're not, but at the same time, we're rich in spirit, we're rich in personality, we're rich. But at the same time, people are watching, and this is what allowed me to see just how deep people watch. Like, one day she's like, oh my gosh, like, how long y'all been married? Boy, y'all don't go nowhere without each other. Nah, that's good, that's good. I'm like, yeah, well, that's hubby. And she's like, oh, well, child, you must do something to that man. Like, what you do? You must see what she said, fart in his mouth. I'm like, eh? Like, but like, seriously, this is what people think that you have to do to a man to keep a man. Like, you're wrong, sis, you're so wrong. I'm like, no. I just was like, anyways, I just kept it moving. But like, no, you don't. You have to like I said, you have to level up yourself. You have to actually have something on the table. Your cup has to be full already in order for you to actually have something to offer someone else. So spend your time doing this. And blaming other people for your shortcomings is not going to help either. Growing up, leveling up is about taking responsibility for your own actions, for yourself, and not pointing fingers at other people because of what they may or may not have done in your life. Like, you could blame your deadbeat dad, you could blame like your ex-boyfriends, you could blame your parents, you could blame the system, you could blame the government, you can blame your school, whatever, you can blame it. That you had a child too young or whatever. That's not going to change the facts at this point. That's not going to change the situation at this point. So what is it about? It's about getting up, making it happen. Now, I talked about someone else on the last video I did. I talked about someone else. There was a meme that I saw. It's like, what did it say? About the passing of the influential rapper Nipsey Hussle. And I saw a meme and it's like, oh, now all the girls feel like they want a Nipsey, right? You got to get rid of Jody first. Y'all know who Jody I'm talking about, baby boy Jody. So, at the same time, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Having such talk but low standards. You want a Nipsey. Everybody wants a Nipsey now. God bless his soul. Like, this guy is like really, I just learned about him, since this happened, this whole tragedy happened. But at the same time, like, it's raised awareness to even Black women all over are actually looking like, wow, there are some real strong, good guys out there still. All men are not dogs. They ain't shit. All right. Like, don't say that about everybody, because that's not true. So in order for you to find you and land you a king such as that, you're going to have to actually let go of the clown that you've been dragging along with you for like your whole life. No true noble person is going to stick with you or fall for you if you still are taking around the dead weight of your past. You're going to have to free yourself. You're going to have to let yourself fly, okay? And this is what I'm talking about with the talk and low standards. You're going to have to start living your talk. You're going to have to start practicing what you preach. You're going to have to take it seriously and walk without fear, okay? Then, of course, when you start doing that, you're going to see the dusty guys. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, you switch. Oh, she turned into a gold digger. Oh, she this, she that. She thinks she's better than somebody. No, hell no, brother. It's not like that. It's like, first of all, The ones who you know are wrong for you, they're not even going to try to step to you after a while because they're going to realize this is not my ball game, out of my league. So just cut it one time. Some of them, just through different circumstances, you're cool with people, you're able to like have conversations, you may have went to school together or whatever. Sure. But at the same time, you drop that note right in there, like, oh no, yes, no, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that because right now this is my priority, or this is what I'm doing. You just cut to the chase, no time for small talk anymore. It's time to actually big up yourself. It's time to live your life and be true to what you want, what your heart desires. That's what it's all about. So now, how do you actually, when you do find a guy, when you do find somebody who is close or at your standard, your level of standards, how do you maintain that relationship? By number one, being supportive of the person, because now don't forget, leveling up means you have to actually change your mind about things. You have to change the way you interact with a person in a relationship. You have to change some of the things you did in the past with dusty guys now, and how you would want to treat a king. If you want to be treated as a queen, you're going to have to start treating this dude like a king too. So that means in supporting and encouraging. When you see these big athletes and stuff like that, and their wives are in the crowd cheering them on and stuff like that, you're going to have to be present in the relationship. You're going to have to put in 100% in your relationship, okay? And it's not meaning to be an enabler of bullshit. Never enable that bullshit, because that's what the Dusties wanted you to do in the past. You have let that phase of your life go, okay? So keep it moving. Leveling up means, like I said, changing your mind to change your life, all right? And it's not your job to build a man up, like meaning to actually build him like brick by brick. It's actually uplifting him, okay? Enlightening him with your spirit, with your joyous countenance, being cheerful, loving your life, actually being passionate about things, going after your dreams. These are the things that are going to actually make a guy fall deeper and deeper in love with you and treat you like the queen that you deserve to be treated as, okay? So this is a deep topic. I think I maybe even need to do a part 2 because it's long, but at the same time, I think it's very important. Then guys call girls gold diggers. Anytime that word comes out of a man's mouth, I guess he ain't got no gold, because like, what is he complaining about? If you have gold, share the wealth, man, share the wealth. So if a man calls you that term, that term just came out from guys who didn't have anything to begin with, and every woman to them who needed something. Women have needs. Women are expensive. Women, and like I'm saying, deserving women. I'm not just saying any woman, but all women have needs. But for a guy to call a woman a gold digger, that means, number one, check his financial status. He is probably not doing so well financially, okay? Because like a lot of women call guys dogs. Like, oh yeah, all niggas is shit, niggas is dogs. A lot of the times that means you've been whoring around and guys don't even want to settle down with you because the good ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear a guy flipping it around and calling you the gold digger, keep it pushing. Those are the wrong guys. More than likely, those are the wrong guys. He doesn't think you are valued enough to actually spend money on you, and so you need to keep it moving, sis. It's not just about money, but it's very important. It's how he values you, how he sees you, with your work, what you are worth to him. That's showing right there, okay? And then the chase factor, the standards. You have to have standards for yourself if you have standards for the man or for your partner. You can't just have all of these standards and then what are you doing? What are you following? You're chasing the guy. Number one, that's unattractive. That is a turn off. Guys don't like that. The whole hunter-gatherer thing, the whole a male is supposed to be the one doing the chasing, and it's very unbecoming when the female flips that dynamic and she's like, like, where you been? You ain't called me. Like, oh, okay. Guys get scared. They're like, oh Lord, like, I can't take this. Because if it's just the beginning, what's gonna happen like a couple of months, a year on down into the process? Like, that's scary. Don't be that person. Don't be. So your integrity is everything. Your dignity is everything. And upholding these standards show exactly your level of integrity, how much you love yourself, self-confidence, how you feel within, okay? And a lot of us may have had low self-esteem when we were younger, but as you get older, you have to start practicing ways of actually developing that, ways of growing your confidence level, ways of becoming secure in who you are, learning and understanding yourself, what your needs are, what your wants are, what you require from a partner in a relationship, how you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years. All of these things matter. So as I said in another video also, that whatever it is that you're seeking, you have to become that yourself, and it will find you. Like that quote that says, what you're seeking also seeks you. You have to be whatever it is that you want to see, have, and do and feel in your life. You have to become that yourself, and it naturally will just come around full circle for you. You go out and you get your own life, and worry not if they look at you like, say, oh well, she thinks this, she's thinking that. Let them think whatever they want to think. But at the end of the day, what you think about yourself is what matters the most. Better yourself for yourself, not for a man. This is for you. This is for you. Or if, like I said, if you're a male, it's the other way around. Better yourself for yourself, and all the rest would follow, okay? The kingdom is in here. This is where it all's happening. Do not do it for the purpose of someone else. Do it for yourself, and you'll naturally see them attracted to you like magnets, the people who are actually a match, a perfect match for you. All right? And if they don't look at you like you're absolute magic, then you know what to do. Turn around and walk away. So that is the end of this video today. I hope I have touched home. I hope I have enlightened you guys and opened your eyes. We see a lot of females around with 6, 7 children. They have 3, 4 baby daddies and stuff like that. How are you going to land yourself a king? Now, nothing is impossible, but at the same time, it's going to be very hard and very challenging to try and level up and try to do those things when you've put yourself so far behind by falling far away from your own standards. Start to live true to your own words. Start to feel like you are worth the things that you actually put out there and say that I want, I desire. Start to feel like you are actually worth having those things, and you will see them come to you just like magic. So like I said, do hit like on this video, and at any time, like I said, subscribe to the channel, leave your feedback below, which I love. I try to get back to my comments as much as possible, and I will be back with the next video very shortly. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope to see you soon. Peace and love. Blessed be. Namaste. Bye.